If you could change any choices you have ever made, would you? You can always make another choice and change the course of your success. Everyone has the potency to make inspired choices. Get ready to listen, share, and experience the creativity that is you. Now, here is the host of Inspired Choices radio show, Christine McIver.
All right, welcome everyone. I am so excited to have you here. We are going to have a rocking show tonight. So we are going to be talking tonight all about what if your business could talk. What would it say? Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you're joining me live from Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're joining me live from TikTok, I'm so thrilled that you're here. We are going to be talking all about business. Who doesn't love talking about business? Well, you know that I absolutely love talking about business. Business is where it's at, baby. I don't care what you say. Business is where it's at. And it is the best time so far in our lives to actually be in our own businesses. And so many people are trying to be in their own business and they're struggling. Well, I'm here to give you hope, and I'm here to give you so much insight from everything that I have learned in being in my own business. So welcome. I'm Christine McIver. I am the host of the Inspired Choices show. I'm also the CEO and founder of Inspired Choices Network, our home station. And you may be listening on one of our 450 platforms. We are everywhere. So if you want to catch us in the replay, if you're listening live, if you ever want to catch a replay, you can go to your app store. You can find Inspired Choices Network on the App Store. You can also find it on your favorite smart TV or any of the on-demand podcast platforms that you're aware of. So I'm thrilled to have you here. I am so excited about today's show. I know I say that I'm excited about a lot of shows, but there's some clarity in the air, and there's so much insight with tonight's show that I am so thrilled to be sharing it with you. And if you are listening live and you would like to interact with me, you can come on over to inspiredchoicesnetwork.com/chat room, where you can be liking, commenting, interacting with everyone in the chat room, and you can also join as an audience member, a live audience member in our recording studio. So let's get into tonight's show. Oh my gosh. So what if your business could talk? What would it say? Have you ever imagined that? In this show, we are going to be talking about when your business is struggling, your business isn't doing what you want it to do or you had hoped it would do. Well, what if your business could tell you something? If it could actually talk to you? This may be crazy, but I'm telling you, when I share with you what I have learned and what I've been experiencing and been utilizing for my life in my business, you may no longer be a skeptic. So what if that isn't a far reach, to be able to have your business talk to you? What if? This is not only possible, it's happening whether you're listening or not. Are you willing to listen? Are you ready to have your business contribute to you in absolutely new and possible ways? So I'm going to share steps to have you and your business move forward together while opening up the lines of communication. Okay, so I know that this is crazy. I know it's wild to think that your business is communicating with you. But guess what? Your business is speaking to you. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of body talk? Is that a process that you've ever heard of? Well, body talk was one of the very first modalities, healing modalities, that I was actually invited into. And as I learned about body talk, it was fascinating to watch the facilitator communicate with my body through body talk. And that was some 20 years ago. And that is not far-stretched today at all. People understand that on such a huge global level. Now, body talk is a modality that is used to restore communication systems within the body and mind connection. That's exactly what it is. Well, guess what? Business talk is exactly the same. It restores the communication flow within the being, that's you, and the business. Imagine restoring communication flow. Now, why do I say restoring instead of beginning or starting? Do you happen to know why? I'm going to tell you. The reason that it's restoring is because if you are in your own business today, or you're thinking about a business idea keeps coming to you, that business is already communicating with you. Say what? Yeah, that business is already communicating with you because the idea is actually the business coming to you so that it can come through you. Your business, you may think that you came up with this brilliant idea, and you kind of have, but your business actually tapped you on the shoulder and chose you. Your business chose you because you have the quote-unquote stuff to make what it desires to bring into the world happen. Nothing in this world is created in its own silo. There is nothing that is created completely without any other connections. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. A human being takes two people or two people's DNA to be created. Flowers there's all different molecules, there is all different ingredients, all different materials that must come together to create anything and everything in this world, including ideas and your business. Now, first of all, in order for that business to come through you, you had to have been willing to receive a brilliant idea. Now, when do we receive brilliant ideas? Do we receive brilliant ideas when we are depressed, frustrated, feeling super broke, feeling like nothing ever good comes into our lives? No. Take a guess. When does some brilliant ideas come in? Just like relationships, just like friendships, just like our bodies responding in a positive way, ideas come in when you are in a high vibrational space, when your mind is not in those low vibrating energies, when you are actually in a joyful place, when you are, even if you're not in joy, which is a very high vibrational space, even if you are in a space of hope. One of the participants in the chat room said, in the shower. I know many people that get ideas in the shower. They just would really like it if they could write something down in the shower. So maybe we should invent something, or it probably is. It's probably on TikTok, right? So the ideas come in during high vibrational times, and they come in when you are so open to possibilities. And this is when you're open to possibilities, when you're not in worry, when you're not in fear, when you are open. And when you are in joy, you are open. So first thing you need to be doing is, if you want to be in a business, if you want to bring a business to fruition, or you desire to have your business grow and be more and more prosperous and contributing to you, you are responsible. Yep, you're responsible. You are responsible to get into joy. You need to put that on your to-do list. Today, I'm going to find joy for at least 5 minutes. And it doesn't matter, your mind doesn't care, whether it's real joy or pretend joy. Did you hear me? Your mind does not care or know whether you are in real joy or in pretend joy. Are you willing to even be in pretend joy to create greater? One of the best places to be in is to be in hope. And if you're here right now and you're listening to my show, whether you're alive or you're listening in one of the replays, I want you to understand that this is the place of hope. This is something that I do, is I'm your fairy business godmother, and I am spreading hope all over the world. That's what lights me up, and that's one of the biggest reasons that I am here in this body, is to bring hope. And one of my favorite places to bring hope is in business. You see, I believe that every person can not only be in business, can be successful in business, and have massive pleasure in business. But you've got to do some things to do that. You've got to be willing to be in a great space. You've got to know that you can be prosperous, and you've got to be willing to receive and take action. Those are all the things that are required. Think of it like baking, my favorite thing. What's the favorite thing that I like to bake? Who knows? I'm going to wait and see if they say anything in the chat room or on Facebook. What's the favorite thing I like to bake? Pies! Exactly. Baking pies to me is one of the easiest, most pleasurable things in the world. I can do it fast. It always tastes good, and I get to enjoy both the process and the creation. Are you willing to enjoy the process of your business and the creation of your business? Are you willing to have your business be something that's of value? Are you willing? There are a lot of us that believe that we are not worthy of being joyful, that there's so much pain in the world that who the hell are we to have joy? Well, I've got a show coming up about responsibility and about how it's your responsibility to make money. I'm going to get more into that in that future show. But I want you to know that, yes, it's your responsibility to not only be prosperous, but to have joy in your business. And that's what this is all about. This is about being connected to your business, willing to listen and hear your business, and then take action with your business so you can show up in the world and contribute. If you're broke, you can't contribute. Don't fool yourself. You can't. And everybody out there that is a very spiritual person that believes that money isn't important, you're wrong. And you can email me later and I'll talk to you about that. So we are going to go for our first break of the show. This is going to be a fast show. The next segment, I'm really going to dive deep into how we actually connect with our business and what's actually going on if we're not able to connect and hear our businesses. I'm going to talk to you more about talking to and with your business, and I'm going to challenge you throughout the show. So if you are willing to really step up your game and take advantage of the opportunity that is right there, your business is right there waiting. Right there waiting. And this is your opportunity to make a massive change and make it quickly. I'm going to tell you about some of my experiences and how I have made massive changes quickly. And anybody can challenge me. I am going to tell you the absolute truth, and I'm going to be really, really vulnerable. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. So if you're on Facebook, we are going to invite you to come on over to inspiredchoicesnetwork.com/chat room to continue interacting and listening to today's show. If you are on TikTok, you can continue to watch here. Thank you. Or you can come on over as well. Wherever you are, whenever you are listening, I'm incredibly grateful. And I can't wait for us to continue this conversation, because you know what? It's high time you were 10 times more prosperous in your business than you already are. And it doesn't matter how prosperous you are. It's time to have even more. So you're listening to Inspired Choices with myself, Christine McIver, here on the Inspired Choices Network. And we will talk to you right after this commercial break. Stay tuned, my friends.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on our past experiences or what others believe. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire for our futures? When you join Inspired Choices Radio Show with Coach Christine McIver, you'll be provoked to look at what is true and what you know but may not choose that requires your attention. Christine does not hold back and brings all her expertise during each and every show. Are you ready to create the life and the living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email become a host at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is the Inspired Choices Show with Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine at inspiredchoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for joining tonight. If you've just joined, I'm Christine McIver. I'm the host of the Inspired Choices Show. And here on Inspired Choices Network, we are talking tonight about what if your business could talk? What would it say? Now, did you think about that question when you saw this? Have you thought about that ever before? If my business could talk, what would it tell me? You know, one of the things that as a new business owner that I used to be challenged with is choices. Honestly, and it's not a coincidence that my business is called Inspired Choices. I used to actually, even before I became a business owner, I used to be so frustrated, and I would say things like, I wish somebody would just make a choice. I wish somebody else would just tell me what to do. I felt so frustrated with what would happen when I would make choices. Anybody else have that experience? Do you ever feel like, God, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I keep screwing up, right? I keep messing it up. Things aren't going the way I want it to go. Oh my God, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? When you're in that space, my friends, what you're doing is you are looking outside of yourself. And it's normal to go through that process. It's really, really normal to be worried about where you're going and what you're doing. And my God, am I ever going to be successful? I remember having those thoughts probably for the first at least 50 years of my life. I was like, I don't know what to do. What's the right choice? Oh my gosh, it is so, so huge. Okay, we have a comment in the chat room. I would ask for someone to tell me or do it for me, and then I would be ticked when what happened next. I actually wanted to do it all along. Oh my God, that's such fabulous awareness about yourself. And so many of us, you know, we think we want somebody else to do it, and like our viewer said, she would want somebody else to do it, and then when they would do it, quote unquote, wrong, she wasn't happy. Yeah, because it's not their job to do it. It's your job. It's your responsibility to connect in with you, and it's your responsibility to be successful with your business. And you have all the tools. You have every single solitary thing you need within this body, within this mind, and within your business. But the real kicker is that you've got to be willing to utilize them and really expand your knowledge and go into action every single solitary day. And that's where we stop. We stop because we buy the lie that, oh, I don't know, or I'm going to mess it up, or, you know, I've never gotten anything right. Stop buying that bullshit. That, you know what? if you would just continue to choose and choose and choose and choose, and you've heard this from so many amazing people in the world, that it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it matters that you keep getting up. The same is with your business. It doesn't matter how many times you created something and it didn't go viral. Oh my God, I just like that word to go away because it's ridiculous, and I'll explain that another time. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that as you take every step that you take and every action that you take, that you understand that it is moving you forward. It's moving you forward in learning. It's moving you forward in connecting with your business. And it's moving you forward in connecting and creating the future that you desire. So let's get back into the show. So we're talking about our businesses, and we're talking about communicating with our business. And in the last segment, I told you that business talk is restoring the communication flow between the being and the business. Now, the restoration is because your business was communicating to you, and you did hear it at one time when it started to whisper the business in your ears. And 99% of the time, I will really invite you into knowing that when you were in that space of receiving the information about that business, you were in a place of joy. Get this very, very clearly. It doesn't matter whether it's a business, it's a lover, it's a child. When you are in joy, they want to connect. But even more important, when you are in joy, you can hear them and they can hear you. Let me say that again. When you are in joy, they and you can hear them even more clearly. You see, joy, when you're in joy, it's like all the noise goes away and it opens up to the possibilities. So did you know that your business is actually one of your GPSs for your life? It's one of the GPSs for your life. Your business is here to guide you and to support you and to play with you and to be one of your partners in this lifetime. Your business came to you because it wanted to come through you. And your business is connected to you in a way that is so unique. It's not connected to anyone else. Your business wants so much for you to succeed. And it's nearly like, for most of us, our businesses are standing back with their arms folded going, is she going to listen? Is he done yet buying the lie that he's not good enough? This is what your business are doing because they believe in you so, so much. Have you ever been connected to the excitement of your business like you are when you are excited in your body? Have you ever been in that place? You know, when your body is excited and you're connected with your body and you're having so much fun and you're laughing and you're dancing and you're singing? Imagine being that connected and that excited with your business. Well, it's totally possible if you're ready to choose it. How much do you like creating pain or problems in your business? Does anybody enjoy creating pain or problems in their business? How much do you believe you have to have problems with others to solve? So I was connecting with a couple of clients today, and this was something that came up with both of them, where we were talking about problems, as if we need to have problems and buy into that people have problems in order to actually be able to support them through their problems. You don't. And as you connect in with your business and your brilliance, the problems start to fade away and the possibilities of what can be for you and your business start to come forward. So I really want to invite you into this possibility, okay? just close your eyes, especially if you're not driving, close your eyes. And I want you to think about your business. I want you to get a vision of your business, the energy of your business, because your business does have its own energy. Now, I want you to step back and give that business lots and lots of space. And now I want you to see your business as your biggest cheerleader. See your business as your biggest cheerleader. It only sees the best in you, for you, and wishes to contribute in every single way, every single solitary day. That's what your business desires. That's what your business really wants you to know today, that it is your biggest cheerleader. So I told you I was going to get a little vulnerable, and as I was preparing for today's show, when this started to come into my awareness, I thought about my mom. And my mom, oh, here we go. My mom just left her body about 6 weeks ago, and I miss her dearly. She was an amazing woman. She was quiet. She was funny. She was determined. She was gentle. And she was my biggest cheerleader. My absolute biggest cheerleader. She believed in me so much. So much. There was never a moment of doubt in her being about me. Never, ever. There was no time that she ever looked at me and said, you know, you might as well just stop what you're doing. You might as well just give up. Never, ever. Was she ever just upset with me? Yes. Did I ever do things that had her just go, oh my Lord? Yes. But she was my biggest cheerleader. And I know she still is. I know she's still with me. She left her body. She didn't leave my life. And my human self would really love for her to be here. And she's not physically in body, but she's still very much connected. But she was my biggest cheerleader. And there was never anything that I could say or do or be that had that actually ever wane. It didn't. It never waned. Her belief in me was so big and so strong that it always gave me hope. Now, I want you to understand that. I want you to take that. And if you don't have someone in your life that is that for you, guess what? It can be that for you, from you, and from your business. Your business absolutely wants to be that for you. Your business wants to be your biggest cheerleader if you are willing to connect in and listen to your business. Your business is always communicating with you, but you, like most, are in your head. You're not talking to your business, and most of us are talking at our business with frustration and demanding like a 3-year-old that wants a sucker. Like, stop it. Communicate with your business from the energy of your business is your biggest cheerleader. Can you see how that would change? Do you understand that your business is an energy of its own, and it's come in to communicate with you and to support you moving forward? Your business, and I want you to hear this, will never judge you. It just won't. And your business is not attached to opinions. It's not attached to judgments or anything less than the absolute best for you. It's just not. And it's never going to be. So when you are in the space of needing hope, and when you are in this space of I don't know what to do, sit down, get quiet, and tap into your business. Here's something that is a really easy tool. This is really easy to begin connecting with and talking with your business. Write to your business. Write to your business. Sit down and write your business a letter. Write the letter, fold that letter up, and put it away as if you've mailed that off to your business. And the next day, when you're in a quiet moment, probably the best would be first thing in the morning if you have space around that time, open the letter up as your business and read that letter to yourself, and you are in the business role. Read that letter to yourself and reply as the business to you. Do you get that? You have the ability to allow your business to come through you as you are writing. How friggin' cool is that, right? How cool is that, and how easy is that? You get to get your head out of the way. So because your business is not attached to the drama of this reality, it isn't impacted by this reality. How cool is that? It's just not attached to it. It's just not part of the drama. You, in your own judgment of yourself and watching what everybody else is doing and operating outside of yourself, instead of just stay in your own lane. Stay in your own space and operate from, hey, I'm in my own space. This is what I am doing a lot of the time is I am in my own space, I'm in my office, I'm in my business, I'm working in my business, and I'm connecting to my business again and again. Yes, I go on social media, I do, but I'm not out there looking at what everybody else is doing and worrying about what everybody else is doing. I don't really care what everybody else is doing. Truthfully, I'm showing up and I'm doing my job, and part of my job is actually connecting with my business. So we are going to go off to our next break of the show. I really encourage you, if you are listening live and you would like to ask a question, please come on over to inspiredchoicesnetwork.com/chat room. Drop your question in the chat room. No question is a dumb question. And let's see what we can do to create something absolutely amazing between you and your business. So you are listening to Inspired Choices. I'm your host, Christine McIver, on the Inspired Choices Network. We'll be back shortly. Don't go away, my friends.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on our past experiences or what others believe. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire for our futures? When you join Inspired Choices Radio Show with Coach Christine McIver, you'll be provoked to look at what is true and what you know but may not choose that requires your attention. Christine does not hold back and brings all her expertise during each and every show. Are you ready to create the life and the living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is the Inspired Choices Show with Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine@InspiredChoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to Inspired Choices. I'm your host, Christine McIver. Today we're talking about what if your business could talk? What would it be saying? So I am a business optimization expert. I work with business owners, big and small, to show them what is possible and how they can optimize their business. I not only think in systems, but I also connect with you and with your business to bring in and expand beyond the judgments and beyond all of the spaces and places where you have limited you and your business. It is 100% possible for your business to grow no matter where it is today. And the biggest challenge, i.e. problem, is usually you. And it's your belief. It's your belief within yourself or your belief in old thought patterns that have been ingrained into you and programmed into the cells of your body over your lifetime. That's all changeable. Every single solitary thing that you've been programmed with that's in your mind is 100% changeable. If it's not working, you can choose beyond it. But my question to you is, are you willing to choose beyond it? Are you actually willing to be successful? Are you willing to be wealthy? Wealthy, which I'm talking about money. Are you willing to be wealthy? Those are questions not only to ask, but to get coaching on and to do some deep writing about, really journaling and asking yourself some of these questions. Because if you're not there now, there is some reasoning for that. And oftentimes it's not society. There is plenty of money in the world for everyone. There is no lack. The lack is a friggin' lie. And I'll tell you, you can have evidence of that immediately. Go into nature or even just think about nature. You know, the world, the earth can have all sorts of bizarre, wild, atrocious things go on, but it continues, doesn't it? If there is a fire, before you know it, something is growing in that space where there was a fire. If there was something that fell down, if there was an explosion, if there is anything that's going on in the earth, there is even that famous picture of concrete and where a weed goes through the concrete. You cannot stop nature. There's no lack in nature, and there is absolutely no lack in the world ever. Nature is the evidence to show you that. I oftentimes would joke with my mom. My mom would watch the news all of the time. And someone of her generation, it was, there was a lot of worry in her world. She would worry a great deal. That was part of her makeup. It's not part of mine, but she would worry a lot, and she would hear about what was going on financially in the world. And she would be worrying, and she would be telling me these things, and she'd be like, "Oh, Christine, you need to be careful. There is a recession coming," or whatever she would say, something along that line. And I would oftentimes ask her this smart-ass question. I would say, "Mom, where was the bonfire?" And she'd be like, "What?" And I'd say, "Where was the bonfire? What are you talking about?" And I would say, "Where was the bonfire with all the money in the world? Like, all of a sudden we're having a recession. Somebody must have burned all the money. Like, it's obviously there's less then." But she would go, "Oh, Christine." And eventually we would have conversations about it. The fact of the matter is there's no less money in the world today than there was yesterday. There's not. And in fact, there's some more money coming into the world all of the time. There are also more creative ideas around business coming all of the time. But again, like I said in the first segment, you have to be in a space of joy to have a business come to you and come through you. And when you are opening up your ears to listening with your business. One of the very first times that I really listened to my business, I had a very, very interesting experience with a colleague who I was in business with, and we started a radio show on Voice America. This was many, many years ago, and it did not go well. The business partnership fell apart. Things were not good at all, and I couldn't wait for it to be over. Honestly, when that show ended, I was just like, I am friggin' done. I was so frustrated. And about a month later, month later? Yeah, about a month later, I had come back from this very cool training, and I was really excited. And one of the things that I learned on this training was to ask my business every day, what would we like to create today? What would be fun to create today? And so I woke up that morning, when you're fresh off a training, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use these tools. And so I opened my eyes, didn't even get out of bed yet. I opened my eyes and I said, okay, business, what would be fun to create today? And the very first thing that came into my mind, and that's the way I receive information, the very first thing that came into my mind was radio show. And I'm like, what? Why the hell would we do that? And I went into all this barrage, and then I caught myself. And went, stop it. Just take a step. Just take one step. So I came out of my judgment of the very fresh, uncomfortable, not really fun creation of the previous year. And I was willing. Again, all you need is to be willing. I was willing to step into this with my business. And so I took a step. And within 2 months, I was producing other people's shows. I was producing radio shows. Within 6 months from that time period, I was the least owner of that platform, and I was teaching, training, and supporting new radio show hosts. And my business started to open up. It really, really started to open up. At that time when I started producing, I was nearly bankrupt. I was absolutely nearly bankrupt because I was so in my friggin' head. And it was so amazing to get so busy and excited and supporting other people that things started to really expand and change. And then it was 3 years later that I launched the Inspired Choices Network, my own creation, all of it, my own baby. And we've been growing ever since. And my finances, they've kind of been like a camel, like the back of a camel, up and down, up and down. But the last 6 months have absolutely been growing and growing and growing. And I am in a different space, both intellectually, spiritually, and connected with my business in a way that is just making every moment so exciting. Yes, there are still challenging moments, but the fact of the matter is not only do I have my mom as my cheerleader, I have my business as my cheerleader, and I have myself now too, because I am in this space of knowing that everything is available to me when I utilize every resource that's at my disposal. And your business, if you're in your own business, your business is at your disposal. Are you willing? Are you truly willing to allow your business to contribute to you and communicate with you in a way that it's never done before? So how many of your businesses are scratching their heads thinking, what is he doing? Why is he judging himself? Why isn't he excited as we are? Well, business, it's because he's not listening. He doesn't realize that you are your own energy and that you are a creation you can connect with. You all know that your body is not you. You are going to leave this body one day. You are not your body. You are a being or a spirit. You're not your body. The same is true for your business. You are not your business. Your business is its own entity. It has its own energy. The voice of your business is one of a dear friend who will never, ever, ever walk away. Your business will not lie to you and will challenge you. Are you ready to be challenged by your business? Your best friend, your biggest cheerleader. Are you ready? No one, absolutely no one, is a solopreneur, because your partner is your business. Your partner is in partnership with you in your business, and your partner will never do you wrong. Are you willing to say that to your business, that you'll never do your business wrong, that you're going to do your work, that you're going to do your internal work, that you're going to check in on when you're in a bad space, and you're going to take the medicine that you require? Are you willing to do that and be that? Your business will always know you are far more capable than you believe. Always. Your business knows you're far more capable than you're playing. Stop playing, my friends. Stop playing. You are not that small. You are way bigger. And as I said, you have a responsibility to show up bigger than you ever have before. Now is the time. Now is the time for you to have so much fun and so much glory, and to move beyond all of the limitations in your mind. So we're up for our last break. Don't go away. We'll be right back. You're listening to Inspired Choices. I'm your host, Christine McIver, on the Inspired Choices Network. Stick around for the last segment. I got more to share. See you soon.
Many of us make choices in our lives based on our past experiences or what others believe. What would our lives be like if we made our choices based on what we desire for our futures? When you join Inspired Choices Radio Show with Coach Christine McIver, you'll be provoked to look at what is true and what you know but may not choose that requires your attention. Christine does not hold back and brings all her expertise during each and every show. Are you ready to create the life and the living you truly desire? Listen for Inspired Choices Radio Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is the Inspired Choices Show with Coach Christine McIver. To participate in the program, join our live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also make the choice to ask or comment by email by sending to Christine@InspiredChoices.ca. Now, back to the program.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. I'm having so much fun, and I hope you are as well. This show is something that I have been aware of and have been wanting to talk about more and more, and it might even be a class that will be created in the very near future, because I love business so much, and if I can make something easy and fun for you in your business, it would bring me so much pleasure. So we are talking about actually talking to your business. Your business is talking to you, but you're not listening. It's so easy. It is absolutely so easy to talk to your business. Remember, the very first thing is you have to be willing, and you have to take action. If this is not something that you have done before, it's a new way of learning and interacting. And most of us are talking at our business and judging it. Well, whenever you're in the space of judgment, you lock down. I want you to think of it like walls that start to come in, okay? You start to narrow or contract in on the possibilities in your life and in your business. And so you want to come out of the judgment and go into the possibilities. And even if you're in a space one day of massive sadness, massive frustration, massive judgment, be willing to bookend that energy. And the next day when you wake up, be willing to start again. Be willing to hit the restart button, because every single solitary day, every moment, you can hit the restart button. And right now, there is so many very cool energies up in the world. on the side of restart, that you are in such a dynamic space of beginning. So each day, restart the energy connection with your business, and be willing to restart your program with your business in learning to talk to your business. Now, I want you to remember that your business is excited to be connected to you, and your business wants you to be successful. Your business does not give a damn about anybody else who is doing the same type of thing that you are doing. Your business has its own energy. You have your own energy, and you bring these two amazing energies together, and you have got such a dynamic creation that what you will show up in the world is going to be so unique that the people who are looking for the energy of you and your business and that amazing combination, they are going to find you. Now, understand, I've said this before, if an idea is on your heart, if a book is in your mind or on your heart, know this: someone is looking for that book. Someone's waiting to read that. Someone's waiting to hire you. Someone is looking for that. And it's your responsibility to show the fuck up. Show up. Come on, my friends. The world has lots of awful things, and there's so many possibilities available. You can change the world with your willingness to show up. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, I want you to ask your business, what would be fun to create today? And stay out of your head. Stay out of your head, out of the judgments of yeah buts. All right? I want you to go into the place of this would be fun, or this would be fun, or this is a possibility, and I want you to begin to play with it. Now, you may be really busy in your business. I'm very busy in my business, and I'm getting ideas all the time. So I write them down. I have them on a list, and I keep visiting them again and again. When you write down an idea, and I want you to get this, this is a big one. When you write down an idea and you put it on the list, and what you're doing is you're allowing it to bake. You're allowing it, think of it like it's in an incubator and it's starting to bake. But your acknowledgement of that idea is saying, yes, I'm ready to birth that idea once it's gone through the incubator. Do you get that? Are you willing to be more prosperous than you've ever been before? Are you willing to do what it takes? How many of you out there have a coach? I have two coaches. These coaches challenge me. They encourage me. They repeat back to me the things that I repeat to my clients because I need to hear it too. They show me where I'm blocking myself, where I am limiting myself, and they guide me with their brilliance. They feed their brilliance to me so that I can fill myself up with the possibilities. I have my own challenges, and I judge myself just as much as anyone else does. In fact, I probably have judged myself 10 times more than most people. At least that's what I think in my head. I've been at that space of, I've gone bankrupt. In the past, I have gone bankrupt. It was terrible. It was an awful time. I've been at the space of losing things that just I thought was going to break me. But it didn't. I'm still here. And I have got more energy and more possibilities on my heart than I have ever had before. If you don't have a coach, get a coach. If you would like to have a coach that's going to hold you in a safe space and kick your ass forward to success, contact me. Christine at inspiredchoices.ca. We'll have 30 minutes, see if it's a match. And if it's not, I will wish you the very, very best, and you may go on your way. And if it is a match, get ready, because we're going to start to change things. Because I have so much hope and energy within my body and my being, and my business is here to contribute to other people in their businesses. This is what it's all about for me and my business. And I know that together we can change the world. So I would love for you to come back next week. I want you to remember between now and then that your business is your partner. Next week, we're going to be talking about, are you willing to succeed but not taking action? It's kind of going to be a continuation of today. Thank you, my friends, wherever you're listening, whenever you're listening. I so appreciate you. Be sure to come back again. And remember, no matter what, you can always make another choice. Bye for now.
Thank you for choosing to listen to Inspired Choices Radio Show. Christine McIver will return next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you'll join us. Until then, be willing to choose what you really desire. This is your life, making the choices that bring you all that you desire.